Hello class. Today we are going to learn how to do a swept cut. Swept cuts are actually pretty cool because they allow you to go into any part of your object and take out or tunnelize or extrude something out of it, but you could develop this particular part or extension to your part on the fly, just simply using the planes. So let's go ahead and get started. First, you're going to open up a new part, and we're just going to keep it simple. Go to sketch. Let's throw a rectangle, but I want to also use this new feature we learned so we can keep things exact. We'll make it into a 5 by, let's make it exactly 2.5. All right. Then we'll go ahead and throw in another circle so we can make this 2 shape object into a single geometry. Go to our old friend, the trim entities. Clean that up. Now that we see we have a lovely shade of blue, we are ready to go. So let's go ahead and extrude right from the features menu. And you know what? Let's go ahead and keep this also exact. So let's make it 2 inches. Okay. So there you go. We have a part, right? This should be very simple because we've done this a million times. Now let's go ahead and start creating our new cut using this particular feature right here, the swept cut, which is the opposite of the swept boss base that we will use in case we want to add an extension to it. But in this case, we simply want to tunnelize inside our part. And we're going to keep it at the center. All right. So let's go ahead and select the top of your object. Go to reference geometry. Choose a plane. Now you see the distance between one and the other? Well, we could simply offset that and we have it already at the 1 inch mark. If that wasn't the case, simply go ahead and type 1 inch and you get exactly that. So now that we have it in the right place, let's go ahead and use our sketch tools again, and we can go ahead and put in a line, and we'll switch over to the spine. Now remember, let's try to keep it simple so we can go ahead and get the job done. And there's no point in complicating things. Go ahead and hit escape. Now, this may be a problem right here. So in order to solve that, I could go over here to sketch fillet and see how much I can go ahead and smoothen this line. I think that'll be pretty good. And there we go. Let's do the same thing for here. Same thing for here and here, because the smoother the lines, the easier our cutting object will be to enter these areas and get the job done. So if you look at it, you're doing it right in the center. Now here comes the fun part. We're going to go ahead and release that. Okay, and we're going to review something really quick. We have, go back to the features, and we're going to select that as an entry point and select the plane. Now, the plane by itself doesn't really have a lot of information, so we have to tell it, where do you want it to go in? We want it to go in at that point, so we select the path. This is the entry point, this is the path. Now we get the familiar 8 points around our plane, meaning that our plane is active. Switch back to sketch and select your circle, since we're going to use that to drill in. And you don't have to do any guesswork. Remember, just get it close and the button will turn orange. And you set your diameter to whichever degree you like. Let's go ahead and keep this at a 1/4 inch diameter. Okay, so now I have pretty much the cutting object, my plane, and my path. Now we're ready for the features, swept cut, select the object you're going to be cutting with, and then you select your path. If everything is going as planned, you'll notice that you have these circles telling you what the path is going to be for the entire circle cutting through and where it's going to exit. Also, please notice that you have these shaded tubular objects sticking out, telling you exactly what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and make it happen. Click on the green check mark, and there you go. You now have an in and out of that tunneling that you just did. And if you want to know exactly what happened, go to wireframe and notice where you have your object. This over here, if it would have been larger than a 1/4 inch, it probably would not have worked. So we would have gone back in by simply modifying that sketch and fixing that to wherever we need it. But in this case, it worked. So we have a good cut. Let's switch to a regular view, and there you have your part.